guys, welcome to the very first episode of Elsie's Diaries on ShyloTV. It's been a super long time coming. I am finally glad I get the grace to do this and I get a flat platform to air my views around and all that. Yeah, I'm super excited. I have always wanted to have my own vlog channel, my own platform to talk to people, basically because I feel I'm an opinionated person. I think I just like attention, right? And then I have like a lot of views. So you know, the 21st century mentality thing, instead of tell one, why not tell all, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I've always wanted to do this, but I kept giving excuses. Like I'd say, oh, I don't have an accent in the movie industry or the media or anything that has to do with talking and stuff. You have to have like an accent for people to get to notice you and all that. And it went from that to other excuses I gave myself, very irritating and annoying excuses that are not even valid, should not even be in my books, but I gave myself. And then it came to me that really, Elsie, you're just afraid, it's just fear. And I'm grateful to God that I'm finally doing this. I spoke to one of the bosses at ShyloTV and I got this platform to kind of like show myself. Yes, that's what I'm doing, showing myself. Yes, so I'm super grateful to them and I thank them. Now let's go to the business of the day. See this beautiful makeup on my face. It's not by Carrie J. Like, camera please, emphasis, let them see. Yeah, it's not by Carrie J. And in fact the camera doesn't do justice to how beautiful I look. Like I couldn't recognize myself when I when I went to the mirror. I was like, so PS, this is not my real face, because if I come tomorrow with my original face, please just accept me like that. Do not be angry. We're just going to be talking and just saying, you know, saying stuff and rubbing mine. Today's topic is something that we actually discussed this morning. We've been talking about it over and over again, getting views and getting opinions. What is it I'm talking about? Super confused men. And don't even tell me that men are not confused. They are super confused. This is not even a debatable topic. This is like facts I'm giving you. So why or how are men confused? The other day I was at a kind of gathering and the guy went on ranting that, oh, his wife is not fly, his wife doesn't like to make up, his wife does not do this, the wife, you know, basically just talking down about his own wife, saying she's not, you know, a fashionista, saying she doesn't know how to slay and all that. And you trust the society. People around are like, please divorce her, please go on, please move on. Why is she like that? Why does she not want to maintain her marriage or keep her marriage? Or some very annoying words that were vexing me. And I was like, has she always been like this? And he was like, oh yeah, she has always been quiet, and she was, you know, always a quiet person while she was in school and stuff. So I'm wondering, why marry a quiet woman when you actually like women that slay and pop and have all colors of nails? And you know, that was my question to him. I was like, then he liked conservative women. Besides, he couldn't even afford to marry those women that were popping at that time, because you know, now he was a hustling boy and all that. And then now that there's money, he now likes them. You know, now that there's money, he wants to go back, rewind the hands of time and marry the woman he, you know, he can now afford. I don't even understand. I was freaking confused when he was talking. So it got me thinking of other gists I've heard and other movies I've watched. And you know, I follow Jara, Breakup and Makeup, all those relationship experts on Instagram and social media. And of recent, I've been seeing people, in fact one that vexed me, the man wrote and said something about, oh, his wife is a virgin and just know how to please him. And he's actually thinking of getting his ex to teach his wife how to please him. Like, I don't even get the kind of, I don't even know where that came from, because I don't understand how he would even think about saying that kind of thing to his own wife, because his wife can actually stumble on that and just figure, well, this is the problem they're having in their home, and like, it's like my husband has sent this and stuff. And I don't even understand the mental frame of mind that kind of woman will be in when she realizes that her husband was actually thought about bringing the ex home. I don't even understand the scenario. Honey, this is my ex. She's going to teach us to please me today. Hey, Ibon shooting. But basically, I just want to say that, you know, these are the kind of things that women do that we get the confused label. Like, a woman will wake up this morning and say, oh, she wants to eat bread and egg, and tomorrow, and then in the next 5 seconds she's like, oh no, I want pepper soup, and she's not even pregnant. It's just our mood, and we get the confused tag. So I'm wondering, why have men been exhibiting such funny tendencies and no one is calling them super confused, or no one is giving them the confused label? Or is it that men cannot be confused? Are they so perfect? Or are women the only, okay, well, we know that we are the weaker sex, or that is what people claim. And this is not even a feminist talk or anything like that, but it just shows that the way women can be confused, men can also be confused. In other words, we're all humans. So we should not be feeling like we're more superior to one. We're basically all equals, because if you can make mistakes, and because you see a man, he'll marry a beautician, he'll marry someone that is a fashionista, she probably knows all the labels, and all she does is to look good and pop, and the guy will be fascinated by it. In fact, that is what will be busting his head. And then fast forward to some years after, Baba will want the woman to talk to Kemi Adeosun in the house and providing financial solutions. Like, these things don't just, it doesn't just happen. Like, it's a conscious effort to build yourself. So the woman you want to be with for the rest of your life, I think there should be like an attraction, and I don't think that attraction should change over time. Yeah, or some people actually, from what I actually could decipher from the whole conversation we had that particular day, it basically just told me that men's taste in women change the size of the pocket. Because if you're broke, you can marry a woman that you seem like you can afford, and then when you have like a lot of money, you marry the one that is popping in, flying first class. I don't even get it. When you're broke, you marry a woman that you can afford, and then when there's money, you're gonna acquire the woman that you really want. Yes, that's what's going on, and I think that is a trait of serious confusion. So men should own the fact that they are confused, just like the way we women have owned the fact that we're confused, and we're super happy. But not like we're gloating in it, but at least we're working towards perfection here. But you guys have not even admitted to the fact that you guys are confused. So if you don't know that you have a problem, how can you solve the problem? So dear men, you have lost the. In fact, there's one that used to vex me on social media. They'll tell you how to understand a man. You just probably need to read 20 pages of a book. But how to understand a woman, you have to read biophysics, new school chemistry, or ACCA packs, public admin books, MBA books, and you're not write how to understand a woman volume 1. Oh, really? When you guys exhibit the same tendencies that we, oh come on, you guys have lost the right to call us confused. I'm super happy that like we're getting to a place where we know that I think we're all weak, we all have weaknesses, we're all humans. There's nobody that is perfect. The same way women make mistakes, you guys make mistakes, but the real problem is that your ego will never let you admit. And if you don't admit that you have a fault, there's no way we can move on from there. So if you guys make mistakes, if you guys want something else, or because of a particular circumstance you change your mind over something over time, you're not allowed to call women confused, because you're also confused. So what we should be doing now is find a middle point where we could help each other, find a middle point where we could talk like, okay honey, I married you, I know that this is not the kind of woman I exactly like, but this is the kind of woman I have figured my wife would be like, or emulate, or should emulate, you get. So you tell your wife that, honey, I know you don't like the kind of like makeup and stuff, but please honey, I kind of like women that pop, so please I need you to like sort of learn the ways of a popping woman. We'll meet at a middle point. You don't just come and sit down and shout when you made the mistake. After all, I didn't beg you to marry me, and just in case you beg your husband to marry you, sorry, but you have to find a way to kind of like make him at the midpoint and make it work. So basically, this blog is just saying that men are super confused, and they should just admit it. Once you've admitted that you're super confused, we can find a middle point to move it forward. But there's no such thing as only women are confused, folks, because you guys also make mistakes. Thank you for listening. Kindly subscribe, tell your friends, tell your friend, tell your friend. Elsie's Diaries is here to blow your mind. See ya. And she keeps wanting about. Baby girl, I know what I did. You ain't gotta run the amount. So run the amount. Baby, I say run the amount. Let me know how you really feel. So run the amount. I got a special spot to help you remember me. And every time you leave this spot, I get to see. She's bright like a